Hey guys, Rhett here. What's going on? Thanks for watching. I want to talk today about my number one source of income for the past decade, and even so right now. And when it comes to guaranteed money every single month, there is nothing out there like Section 8. If you guys are in the stock market right now, if you guys are in cryptocurrency right now, if you guys are in any other part of investing and finding a place to put your money, you're probably losing money. There is really nothing else that is as concrete, as guaranteed, and in most cases, if you do this the right way, as high of a return, or will produce as strong of a return as Section 8 real estate investing. And guys, now more than ever, when things are starting to get crazy out there and we start to reach the end, well, we've reached the end now for a couple months, but just an incredible bull market that has continued to go up. Now it's time to take a lot of those gains that you have, hopefully you still have them, and move them into something that is guaranteed, that is safe, and that is going to continue to create money for you as we enter the next 6 to 36 months of rough times, okay? Because things are going to go bad, it doesn't mean we stop investing. This is when you invest more. This is when you buy more. You guys hear all those stories all the time of real estate investors who made hundreds of millions of dollars in the crash of 2008 to 2010 because they bought. They didn't sit around idly and say, oh, I'm going to wait till interest rates go down, or oh, I'm going to wait till the market gets better to buy. Guys, you're never going to buy anything if that's what your mentality is. You have to do it now. Now, let's talk about why Section 8 has created such a strong source of income for me and my clients over the past years. And that's because when things are good in the market, when things are good, Section 8 cash flows. When things are okay, Section 8 cash flows. And when things are awful and there's blood in the streets and there's rent moratoriums and people are getting evicted and a crash happens, Section 8 pays. And a lot of you guys don't remember the crash in 2008 and don't understand what kind of dynamic that it created outside of you being able to buy houses for next to nothing that have appreciated 1,000% since then. But when the market gets bad enough, which is right where we're heading, and the wheels fall off, people are going to lose their jobs. When people lose their jobs, they need to feed their families. When people need to prioritize feeding their families over all else, rent is going to get pushed to the back burner. Okay? So if you are one of those investors who is oh, Section 8, it's this, it's that, and you believe all the stigmas around Section 8, and you buy all these cash rentals, and you buy median income rentals to median low income rentals, you're going to be in for a really, really rough go here in the next couple months and years. And you're going to have a lot of nights where you wonder if that rent's going to come in. And that's something that I never do, and that's something that my clients never do, because the money's guaranteed. And not only that, but our vetting process for tenants is so strong that we don't have to worry ever about them destroying units, missing their portion of the rents. We try to aim for people who have near 100% vouchers, so they're not having to pay next to nothing to live in our units. So when it comes to protecting your future, it's about setting it up so that you know every single month, okay, this is what I'm bringing in. This is my net cash flow every single month. This is my return. A lot of people will say to me, well, Rhett, what if I buy a property right now and I spend $50,000 on it? And 2 months from now, the real estate market crashes and my $50,000 house is now worth $10,000. and it goes down 80%. And to them, I have the same answer every time. I say, well, did you plan on selling it within 3 months or 4 months? And they say, no, I want to have it for the next 20, 30 years. Okay. Well, you've locked in that return already in cash flow because the money's guaranteed. So you spent 50 and you've locked in that net cash flow every single month for an infinite amount of time. So it doesn't matter if that house is worth $1 or $10 million. Your return every single month is still going to be the same. The only time we lose money, guys, is if we sell when we're down. And my clients and myself do not do that. We hold strong. We're not going to sell when things are down. We're going to continue to hold. We're going to continue to buy when other people are selling. You guys might be looking on the market right now and see that the supply is starting to go up, which is great for us buyers. And as things continue to get worse and worse and worse, people are going to get sucked lower and lower into poverty. People are going to lose jobs. People are going to have a hard time buying food. People are going to have a hard time buying necessities because prices have gone up exorbitantly. These are the people that are going to continue to fall into that Section 8 area where they need vouchers. And as investors, we're providing a incredible service, and one of the only services that exists today where you can make a lot of money and also do something that is extremely, extremely good-hearted, good-natured, and create an environment for somebody else so they can live a life that they're proud of and that they're happy of. Okay, there's not a lot of other investments out there, guys, where you can do that. Providing a service, providing a life in the form of a home, not a house, right? A home for somebody who is less fortunate than you, but also make a lot of money at the same time. There's just not a lot of things out there like that. So, when I think about it, guys, when we get into Section 8, what we're doing is we are hedging ourselves against any kind of uncertainty that we can't control. For the clients that are in my coaching program, you guys know I try to control every single aspect of every single thing that we do, mitigate risk at every single corner, because the more control that we have, the more successful, if we do things right, we can be. Now, when it comes to real estate, of course, there's always a lot of questions. There's, okay, well, I'm counting on appreciation. What will this market do over the long term? Well, what if we get a bad tenant in there? There's a lot of question marks. What we do in my coaching program, we mitigate against all that stuff, right? You use all my teams for everything to make sure you use good people. We vet tenants the right way so we don't get those problem tenants, and we buy properties that are very, very likely to appreciate, but more importantly, they're going to guarantee us cash flow. And the more things that we can guarantee in a world that's extremely uncertain, the better off we're going to be. So when people say, Rhett, why do I want to get into Section 8 when I can buy this property and it can sell for, $200,000, $300,000 more in 5 years? Things are going to change, guys. The past couple of years has been unprecedented. And if you didn't buy anything in the past couple of years and you didn't take advantage of low interest rates, you need to buy now, because the rates are not going to be getting any lower. The people that are making decisions for us, again, out of our control, continue to move interest rates up because they need to try and make some of the money back of the trillions of dollars that they printed, okay? And a certain percent of our population is going to have to be responsible for paying trillions of dollars, okay? What the government has done in the spirit of cutting inflation is trying to slow the housing market because people are gaining quick wealth. Some people bought a $500,000 house 10 years ago and now it's worth $2 million, or now it's worth $1.5 million. So they're able to sell their home and immediately make $1 million. Okay, that's a very quick $1 million. And that is one of the key issues in creating fast wealth and creating creating kind of this strange market that we were in where people were making money so fast that things continued to get so expensive, when the government tried to cut down on people making that much money that quickly, which they didn't want to do because it was basically aiding the inflation. It was catalyzing the inflation. They moved interest rates up to slow the market down, which in turn dropped prices, which then made it harder for people to grab $1 million, $500,000 at a time, which eventually will minimize inflation. Now, with that being said, it's going to hurt us in other avenues. This is always going to be a cause and effect. Okay, this is always going to be every reaction is going to cause an equal or opposite reaction, right? So every single thing the government does, it's going to affect us in one way. Now, how can we find ways around that to continue to make money? And no matter what we look at, no matter what is going on out of our control, what we can control is our Section 8 portfolio. We can control the money that we're making every single month and guaranteeing us income so that when things are bad, it doesn't affect us and we can still live the life that we want to live. And that's extremely important, guys, because when things are bad, the value of our Section 8 portfolios is going to continue to rise. And that is one thing that not a lot of people consider. But when things are not going well and Section 8 money is pouring in like clockwork, and all these investors who are in median income rental properties, because that's what they thought was a good investment, so they buy something for $300,000 or $350,000, hoping that 2 years from now it's worth $600, and then they can rent it for $2,000 a month or $2,500 a month, and they can make a couple $100 a month and then sell it for $200,000 down the line. That's probably not going to happen. So when all of these investors realize, well, holy cow, I can't make any money doing this, where's the guaranteed money? You want to be the one that they call and say, hey, I heard you got 10 properties, Section 8. You want to sell any? No, I don't really want to sell any, but I would for this price, and people might buy them. And guys, that's happened to me time and time again. When things get bad, people need places to put money. We want to get ahead of that. Why wait until everybody wants to get into Section 8? Why wait? Let's do it right now. Get started. Start building your portfolio, guarantee some cash flow, so when times do get bad, you can sit back and say, I'm good. And if people want to buy your portfolio for 500% or 400% of what you have into it, even better. An early retirement, okay? So guys, thanks for watching. Leave your questions and comments below. I'll get to all of them, and we'll see you next time.